It's a very symbolic world you live in. Whether or not you participate in the symbols or not, somebody is. Did you know that when the Bible was written, there weren't any Christians? Which means at the time of its writing, it existed in a world that didn't have a Christian perspective. It existed after Christianity became a thing, but not before. So the people who wrote it couldn't have been writing from the same tired 2,000-year-old biblical perspective that you have. So I have this crazy theory. In fact, you could argue everything I'm going to say is crazy, but the theory is when you read the Bible, you have to know what the words mean. And the only thing I can tell you for certain is the words don't mean what you think they do. So what I think I'd like to do is I'm going to show you some words and what I think they mean. And I think if you can learn these words and use those meanings when you see those words, when you read the Bible, maybe you'll come to the same conclusions I've come to. Because the one thing I can say is there really is magic. There really is truly inexplicable, interesting things that happen all around you in almost miraculous ways. But the one place you'll never find it is the one place you will find it. It's just a matter of what the words mean. So come on. If you dare, it's time to learn a new language. It's called the Bible. So the problem with the mysteries in mysterious things is they're mysterious. They're unknown. If you study them through the people that know them, they're still pretty mysterious. There's a lot of subterfuge that occurs. There's a lot of misdirection and overspeaking, overcomplications of fairly simple ideas, I think. So what I'd like to do is, why don't we take a look at some of the staples, if you will, of esoteric magic symbolism, and realize that these are cornerstones, centerpieces for thousands of years of understanding mysterious things. So let's demystify the mystical. No emerald tablets, no monads, just straight talk from earthy people. Earth, water, air, and fire. Water. Water is knowledge. You can have dew, which is common sense, practical knowledge. You can have rain, which is water from on high. You can have rivers, which is water that nourishes life and brings commerce. You can have the sea, which is commerce. And you can have springs of water, which is electricity. And that's water. Notice that water is associated with the woman. And we'll get into what a woman is, because we can define what a woman is. Fire is technology. Earth is grounded. It's of the people. It's lowly. It's humble. It's common. Air is high. Air is elite. Air is rich and powerful. Fire comes from the man. Water comes from the woman. If you mix fire and water, you get steam. Just like if you mix knowledge and technology, you get steam power. If the world is destroyed by water, then it would be flooded. But if the world was destroyed by fire, especially if it rained fire, then it would be destroyed by new technology. A woman is a female person. But if you remember the story in the Bible, Adam was put to sleep and a rib was taken from him. You know, a rib. A rib. And out of the rib, what do you know? Comes the woman. There's a woman. There's another woman. A woman, all the women, are belief systems. Like Islam, Christianity, Hinduism. But it's not just religions that are belief systems. Communism is a belief system. It's a woman. Same with capitalism. All women. They may operate in a man, but it's the woman who tells the man what to do. A man is dust. He started as dust, he will end as dust. He will return to the dust. But when God made man, when God made Adam, the first man, he gathered the dust in the form of clay. You know, he added some water. He took a group of men, dust, threw in some knowledge, and created not quite a nation. He needed Eve for that, so he took the rib and he joined him with the man. And together they were complete, because the nation is the people created by a shared belief that the people inside a country are connected to each other. So a man is the people, and the woman is the belief. Which man? All of them. So every time you read a story, you need to be asking, who is insert Bible character here? And he's married to insert woman Bible character here. And they had a child. Was it a boy child or a girl child? It kind of matters. So to begin putting the imagery together, water or knowledge is associated with the woman. So where does knowledge come from? Knowledge comes from the belief systems. It is the belief systems that inform the culture of a people, the man. And together, culture and people, why? That's civilization. Which brings us to God. God is humanity. He's all of us gathered together. After all, Adam was made in the image of God. And if Adam is dust gathered together, then God is the ultimate Adam. That one man is just dust, but together, above everything, through love, is God. So when you read about God, for my little experiment, despite what you believe, I'm not asking you to believe anything, but in order for this to work, try seeing God as humanity. And so when the wrath of God occurs, could just be an uprising and a revolt of the people against injustice. And while oftentimes is scary, or what's greater than the love of God? The roar of the crowd. When mankind sees you and rewards you. But even above all that, God is still a spirit. It's that thing inside of all of us that connects us. That is God.